What is up guys, how are you doing? So usually I don't do videos like this for like standard tech news, but Samsung released the Note 7 along with a new Gear 360 and a new Gear VR, so let's talk about it all. First up, the new Galaxy Note 7, and you're probably wondering, George, where's the Galaxy Note 6? And they decided to skip 6 because apparently this is the 2 years of skipping numbers. First with Windows 9, now with the Note 7. It's like there's a trend developing here, but the reason is they want to catch it up with the S line. So it's the S7 and the Note 7, so it doesn't sound a year out of date before they even announce it. Second big thing, it will now be available in Europe, so yes. Last year they had the S6 Edge Plus, which is a mouthful in itself, and they thought, oh yeah, Europe will be fine with just that. But they've decided that after a petition that over 50,000 people signed, but maybe, just maybe, they should also release it in the UK and Europe in general. So they're going to do that this year, which is absolutely great. But what's new? Let's discuss that. Visually, it's not too dissimilar, with the same 5.7-inch curved screen with the sort of curving on both sides like the S7 Edge. It also has a 12 megapixel dual pixel camera, it's also similar to the S7 but slightly upgraded supposedly. Comes with 64 gigabytes of internal storage and 4 gigabytes of memory. Also much like the S7, the storage is now expandable by a micro SD card by up to an extra 256 gigabytes. And also like the S7, it's waterproof. There is a lot of also like the S7 in this. Unlike the S7, see, there is some variety here. It has a USB Type-C port instead of micro USB, which means that it's reversible. So yay to the future of technology. It is also the first mobile device to have a HDR screen, HDR standing for high dynamic range. So, you know, it's great for looking at things that look cool. It's kind of like when Sony made that 4K phone. So it's a question of how soon content will be made for it, I guess. I mean, HDR content exists. It's just not on mobile currently. So maybe that'll happen quicker for HDR than it does for 4K. Who knows? I bet Samsung do. And the fact that they threw their weight into USB-C means that it is gonna take off any second now. Although it has the USB-C, something it isn't lacking, iPhone Moto Z, is a headphone jack, because they're great and it has one. The phone is actually 2mm narrower than the Note 5 and it feels a lot more, supposedly. I mean, I don't have one to show off, unfortunately, but rumor has it feels like a lot more. And it does mean that that 5.7-inch screen doesn't feel as 5.7 inchy, and the fact that both edges are tapered, they're tapered to more of an angle, and that side is slightly thicker so you don't hit the screen as much, which is actually really useful, and I'd love that on my S7 Edge, but I do love the Edge, so there you are. And while we're talking about edges, you also get all the Edge features, and the word edges come up a lot. So things like People Edge, and Tasks Edge, and Apps Edge, and Edge Edge, and Too Edgy 5Me. See, so many Edge features. It will run Android Marshmallow, as you'd expect, and things like the screen now having, you can like make a note and pin it to your lock screen if you have like that always on screen. So you can pin like a note on that so you can see, oh yeah, I need to do that without having to unlock your phone, which is cool. And the USB Type-C also ushers in the new Galaxy Gear VR. The Gear VR is more or less the same, except it now has an interchangeable port, so it can either be USB Type-C or micro USB, and the lenses are slightly larger with like the viewing things, so that's nice. You can it feels a bit more immersive, and the buttons have been made bigger, so they're kind of easier to use when you're not looking at. And it's just an overall improvement. The price will stay the same as the current Gear VR, and it's expected to come bundled with the Note 7, which, why wouldn't it be, let's be honest. Quick side note, the Note 7 actually has a slightly smaller battery than the S7 Edge at 3500 mAh, which is still larger than the Note 5, which had 3000. Why it's smaller, No one's quite sure, but it is, so whatever. And another thing, it has a standalone camera for iris scanning. People think it's kind of gimmicky. It looks kind of cool, but again, kind of gimmicky, but that's something you'll have to check when you get a hold of it, or when we get a hold of it, which will probably be when it's in stores publicly, which is, I believe, September 2nd. Let me double check that date real quick. The official pre-order date is the 16th of August, which is exactly 2 weeks from today, the date it was announced, with the expected sort of shipping date being the week after. You can go on the Samsung website to kind of register your interest, and you can actually put yourself in the queue to buy one of the first 1,000 devices. So you might want to hop over to Samsung's website right now and go do that. Otherwise, just wait until you can buy it from like Free or O2 or Vodafone. Also, quick side note, it comes in two colors. Black onyx, which I love. I love the idea of a blacked out phone, but it also comes in blue coral, which lots of people have been freaking out about. I mean, it looks okay, but I don't know, I prefer the black, the kind of like stealthed out look. Finally, I just realized the new Gear VR isn't actually a new device. It's just, when they announced it back in February, they're only getting around to releasing it in August, so I guess. It's a cool 360-degree camera with a little tripod that comes attached. It has like feet that come out, it's great. Now that's expected to come out on August the 19th, and it does kind of make sense that the Note 7 and the Gear VR also come out on August 19th. Also because it's a Friday, so maybe that's the more sound advice. Anyway, that is, in a nutshell, all of the news of the new Note 7. It's a really interesting device. Hopefully I'll go into a store and try one out and see what it's like, and test it a bit and see what it does, and see how cool the HDR screen is, because I hope that actually looks as great as they claim it will, and Samsung being the developer of the best screens out there at the moment, it probably will be. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, make sure to hit like. If you didn't, I'm not quite sure why you're here, but you are, so maybe you want to click up here and you'll prefer that video. And if not, then you can click up here to see a random video I haven't picked yet, because maybe that one's slightly more for you. Hit subscribe if you want to see more videos like this one, and I'll see you guys next time.